Okay, hi everyone and welcome to an Ems Lane update. This video is long overdue. I wanted to show you this update way back at Christmas time when I'd banged on and on about the new loco that was arriving. But in getting the camera as well and wanting to use the new camcorder, it's been a bit difficult to try and film Ems Lane. With it being so high, you know, it's nearly up to 6 foot high, you know, from the ground. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do it. Now I could take it into the kitchen, dining room, etc., but you know, it's a busy household, not really convenient, so it's now on the workbench. I am using the camcorder, but I'm going to do this one by hand, just because it's such a compact layout. It's just fiddly trying to get the tripod in the right positions and things like that. So I thought I'll do it by hand. You know, I used to do them by hand with the iPhone, so I thought I'm surely must be able to get a bit steady with the camcorder as well. So anyway, here we are. Right, before I show you the new loco, or locos, surprisingly, I will show you what happened on the layout. If I just move along, the first thing is down here on the pond. Maybe I'd see some swans have moved in. Try and zoom in on those. I picked these up on eBay, 99p, handmade by a chap on there. And to say they're handmade by just someone, you know, sat at home, they're really good. I'm really impressed with them. So I thought for 99p it just adds a little something extra to the pond area. So yeah, I've got some swans. Moving along, now down there on the siding you can just make out underneath that tree there's now some buffer stops. These are Pico, and I've got some there and also down at the end of the line as well, down there. Can't really see them, but yeah, buffer stops are in. So they were done a long time ago. Now to the station platform. Now as you can see, there's some very nice dry stone walling at the back of the platform now. Over the Christmas period I visited a localish model shop to me, not one I've been to before, Fries in Hall Models. Picked another thing up there as well which I'll show you in a minute, but also this dry stone walling, 65p. And I think it suits the back of this little country terminus quite well. I painted it, weathered it, so I think it's come out too bad. I think it's quite nice, I think it suits it. Also on the platform you will notice it now has a station name sign, Ems Lane. I've made that myself. I bought one on eBay and when it turned up, in a word, it was rubbish. But for 99p, you know, I didn't kick up a fuss, I just sacked it off. In fact, it's down here. It's there. And just made my own. So I've done it in the actual totem style, and I think it's alright, is that? Keeping on the sign theme, you also notice on the actual building there's some advertisements there on the end. There's a platform 1 sign on the side of the building. Also has a waiting room sign now above the window, and at the end of the platform there is the the end of the platform sign. Picked these up at my local model shop a long time ago. They've come in handy and added them on there. There's one more sign there at the end of the wall. I'll never pick that up, but it says this way out, so I've just put that there on the end of the wall. And there is one more on this tree here saying beware of the trains, you know, before they go across the crossing. If I zoom out, you can see that at the stairs I've now got some handrails. These are just staples, slightly weathered, and I impressed myself actually with how well they came out. I really like how well they look. So yeah, it just adds a bit more to it. Another sign there, you know, stop, look, listen before you cross. Yep. And one more sign on the end of the outhouse parking sign, on a goods inwards sign there as well. So a lot of signage has appeared over the Christmas period, but it's really added something else to the layout, I think. Another thing I put in is this little point ground frame. Now, as my friend rightly pointed out, would you need a point ground frame when you have a signal box? Well, I like it too much not to use it, so I've added it. So in my head, this little ground frame will operate the loop, and the signal box can operate, you know, the siding and whatever's beneath that tunnel, you know, what goes on beyond there. So yeah, there we have it. That's what's happened down on the layout. So I think it's looking rather well. The only thing what I'm really wanting now is more figures. The station and the yard need populating. Once that's done, another thing I'd like to have on here is a signal somewhere. Signalling is not something I've always incorporated into my layouts, so I would like to have a signal on the layout. And then I think that's about it really. You know, just some figures, a signal, and I'll be happy. Right, without further ado, I will start to show you the new stock. Right, now before I show you the loco, I'll show you the other thing I picked up at the model shop. And it was this, just bear with me, a little weathered, ooh, we're on a slope, we'll put it there, a little weathered grey and Farish wagon. Now I got this to support my uncoupling system. Now as you can probably see just around here, there is now a magnet added. So the uncoupling system, the Cadee, you know, Dapple Easy shunt system is now being deployed. This grey and Farish wagon had the NEM pocket that was needed, so I picked that up. And what's quite nice is that it's different to my other wagons. So when I'm faffing around trying to find the right wagon with the right coupling, this one, you know, sticks out a little. It's a lovely wagon, nicely weathered, just had the coupling fitted on this end. So yeah, I'm still getting to grips with the easy shunt system. When I've worked it out and I'm using it properly, I will show you. So yes, that was the first arrival, this wagon. Now I'll move this. Something else which appeared was this pillbox brake van. Lovely model, lovely livery, never had one like this. Ordered this from Hatton, excuse me. Again, ordered it to take the Cadee coupling. So now I have a wagon which the loco can detach from and run round and reattach onto a brake van. So yeah, this is the new pillbox brake van. Really nice. Really, you know, really pleased with that. It's a very impressive little wagon. So that's that. Right, now the wagons are out of the way. Time to move on to the loco that I banged on about so much before Christmas. So yes, it arrived at Christmas. I will tell you now, it did come with its problems. Well, no, the loco didn't, it was more the layout. But, well, let's show you. And here it was. Now, you all probably guessed it was a shunter. In fact, I'm just going to pan you out a shot as I place this on. People who did guess it was a shunter, you will right, obviously. And here it is. It's the Grey and Farish EWS Class 08 weathered. And what a beauty it is. This is the first ever locomotive that I've ever had to myself brand new. You know, with modern tooling and things like that, it's flawless, blows me away. The handrails and things like that and rivets and things, it's amazing. You know, for such tiny detail, tiny scale, very impressive. Runs like a dream, although I don't think the Fleischmann controller I use is its bestest friend. But yeah, there we go. I will add running shots later on. Right, now when I got it, those wheel rods, they were the biggest problem. They caught on every single bit of overlapping foliage that was on the layout. So in a way it was a good thing, because it needed to be identified before it got stuck in other locos. So those rods have been off and untangled on a couple of occasions. But now all the track, you know, is foliage free, and it can run very happily. So yeah, that was the Christmas arrival that you were all in suspense for. But yeah, like I say, I will do some running shots of that. Now, as well as that, I'll just move him out of the way. Another loco arrived down on Ems Lane. Now, the very good friend of mine that I always mention, very sneakily sent me this as well. Well, I'll show you. It's a larger loco, not a shunter. I'll just pan out again, get it in shot. I'm not going to be able to get these on the track properly with one hand, so I'll just show you. And here it is, another EWS loco, but a class 33. And again, this is beautiful. Grey and farish, ploughs, pristine condition, goes really well with the 08. A lovely runner, and yeah, it's just a beauty. It really is nice. Almost makes me think that the 08 should be in pristine as well, because this just is so striking. But yeah, thanks for it, bud. It was one of his locos that I said I'd have off him. So yes, it was a surprise, and a very lovely surprise, and it's been pootling up and down Ems Lane quite happily. But along with this, it also came with this BR Blue Earl of Mountbatten body. So in fact, it's two locos. The class 33 Earl of Mountbatten is a loco that I've always loved. I've tried to pick up the limo one on a number of occasions for 00. But yeah, my friend bought this and this body came with it. So I can have two very nice lovely locos running up and down here now. The roof is slightly weathered, hardly noticeable. But yeah, lovely. It's a lovely livery, is that, for the 33, both of them. Sorry, I've got a really bad cough and sore throat. Anyway, that is that. So they are the new arrivals down on Common Barn. The expected 08 and the unexpected 33. So yeah, we'll do running of these. The next video I think will come on the channel will be a fleet video. That's going to include all 00 and N stock. A lot of 00 gauge stock has been worked on over the Christmas period in January, being modified, reliveried, transferred, blah blah blah. So watch if you want to see the changes. And then hopefully, or the plan is to try and incorporate a little running clip of each loco. But we'll see. So anyway, yeah, if you want to see the fleet, then check in for the next video. Right, enough waffling, I'm going on a while now. So thanks for watching. Leave your comments and see you all later. Bye bye.